Alright, y'all, so I'm out here today getting some sun, being around nature. It's 5:52 p.m. April 1st, the start of the real new year, and it's a Tuesday. Grand rising, gods and goddesses. So I think I'm gonna choose a different spot because I want to be with the nature, with the trees. But it's a beautiful day. The sun is out shining on me, and got the good nature, the good trees. Try to find a good sitting spot with my ass and my clothes don't get dirty. I'm gonna do this. Here I am sliding back. So today, I just asked that spirit channel through me and talk to me, so I could talk to y'all. But first thing, I do want to start the video off saying what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for the beautiful nature, the trees. They make me feel good. If nature make you feel good, make sure you get outside. Make sure you put your feet in the grass, do some groundwork. Just surround yourself around good energy. I'm also grateful for a good mindset today. I woke up feeling good. My mind is clear. My thoughts are beautiful and positive. I feel very confident. I look good. I feel good. And I'm grateful for all my senses to be working and connecting with one each other. I can smell, hear, feel, walk perfectly fine, touch perfectly fine. I had my 2 legs to get me here, so I'm grateful for that. Today is a beautiful day. The sun is out, the nature, the trees, they out here sending me good love, good energy. And I love being out here. The funny thing is, my first LSD trip was out here in these apartments. And it was so beautiful and so fun. I did it with a few of my friends around that time. And the trip lasted to the sunrise, And that was so beautiful. And every time I'm out here, I just think about that because that was one of the best LSD trips of my life. But my mind is so clear that I'm not even worrying about what I'm lacking or what I feel like I don't have. Like, I have all that I need right here, right now. I feel good. I am transcending. My mind is in higher realms and higher consciousness. Let me flip the camera. And I just want to say, try to focus on things that make you feel good instead of the things that you don't have or things in the past that happened to you to piss you off, or the things like people leaving your life. Everything happens for a reason. And it took me a long time to be in the energy that I am in today. And I'm so grateful and proud of myself because of how far I've come. And I realized in life, as you get older, you start to realize that you don't really need to be all out in the scenes. Like, I enjoy being in my own energy. I enjoy being to myself. I enjoy being in nature and just being to myself and basking in my energy because it makes me feel good. And I'm like, what the hell he doing? It makes me feel good, and it also gives me the time to be able to learn and understand myself more. So I'm grateful that God has given me the chance to have my own time and freedom. And I used to complain about that because of like how things were going in my life and how I felt like I needed this, I needed that. I'm always in solitude or isolated, but it's like everything is for a reason. And I realized that if I didn't have as much as time that I have to myself currently, that I probably would still be moving in a certain energy where I'm focused on everything outside of me and what he got going on in his life, she got going on in her life. And I'm not in that energy anymore. I care to heal people, but not in a way of where I'm consistently holding their baggage or trying to find a way to help them. I realized that doesn't really do anything. And let's talk about love. There we go, love. most think that love is, when it comes to whether it's relationship or friendship, most think that love is just constantly and consistently being there for a person, and it is in a way, but sometimes love can be you letting go of a person. Sometimes love can be letting a person go through their own journey and heal on their own. And for a long time, I had to learn that the hard and difficult way. You know, I used to always think that if I just be genuine to a person and love them and just consistently be there for them, that they would never leave me, that they would always cherish me and be loyal to me and love me. And man, that was a fucking lie. That God showed me early that was a lie. My first spiritual awakening happened, and I realized that, damn, to love people, you can let them go and still love them. You cannot talk to a person every day and still love them, because some people, everybody is on their own journey in life. Everybody is on an evolution journey. So it's like, you want to give people the space and time to be able to bask in their own energy so they can understand themselves and what they have been consistently doing in their life and the things they want to change. And sometimes they can't have you a part of their journey. And now it doesn't mean that you won't meet again, you won't speak again. Sometimes it just means that a person has to walk their own path to connect to their higher self and to connect to the changes that they truly desire or that their higher self wants them to be in. And sometimes you are in the way. Sometimes you are the obstacle. You are hindering them from being the person that you see them being. And I had to learn that in a difficult way, and it took me a while to grasp that. And now that I'm in this energy that I'm in, it's definitely difficult for a person to get me out of it. I don't really like talking on the phone unless it's something important, like it benefits me. I already said this in my previous video, so I ain't gonna go into depth, but I don't really like conversating unless it's something that, you know, is benefiting both of us, and we putting money in our pockets, or we putting knowledge in our minds. I also don't want to be out hanging out in the scenes 24/8. Back then I used to be able to drink out the bottle, especially that Pink Whitney, and I used to be able to get, you know, drunk and feel great. I used to be able to smoke weed and be like feeling good. I used to smoke about like 10-20 blunts a day, you feel me? But now it's like, when I smoke, I don't even like being high. I gotta be honest, I don't like feeling high. I like being sober, and that's the only thing I be thinking when I do try to smoke again and I'm high as fuck. I'm like, damn, I like being sober. I like feeling sober. And when it comes to alcohol, I definitely cannot do the alcohol. I could probably do a little glass of wine or some champagne, or maybe if I do take shots, maybe like 2 shots and I'm good. But all that drinking out the bottle to get fucked up, or to just consistently drink or randomly drink on a random day, I am unable to do that now. And I used to think that something was wrong with me because everybody around me was easily able to, you know, be able to do that and enjoy themselves. But me personally, I just didn't enjoy it anymore. I didn't like the way it made my consciousness feel, and I didn't like the way it made me view life outside of me. So it's like, I understand that the more you rise in consciousness and frequency, the more some external habits or things that you used to do to escape reality or to feel good, it doesn't really make you feel good, you know. I never got hungover, but it's just the fact that being drunk, in the midst of being drunk, I'm like, fuck no, like, fuck. It feels like a bunch of freaking spirits is trying to get in my head, and because I'm so protected, they are blocked off from my mind. So it feels like a bunch of motherfuckers just knocking on the door. Imagine you in your room and it's like 30 people just banging on your door, like, let me in. The door locked. You're like, let me in. Can I come in? And you just sitting there like, go away, but they're not going away. That's how it feels to be drunk now. When I did try to drink, so to be able to be sober and to maneuver through life and to just be in nature, listen to the animals, feel the trees, and receive the love that the nature gives me, I'm so grateful and thankful that I don't need to have those habits or things to help me heal in a way, because in that time of my life I was going through a lot and I was trying to escape how I was feeling in the thoughts in my mind. But I realized just as something as simple as walking outside and taking a walk or just sitting in nature is a way to clear your mind, to make you feel good, and to connect you and with higher realms and higher deities. And that's another thing. A lot of these deities that walk with me and protect me, they are very high dimensional, and I realized that they walk with me along the way, and I really don't need anything outside of me to put me in a higher state of mind anymore. And I'm so grateful for that, because a lot of people are in a phase in their life where a lot is going on and they just want to escape, and so they take drugs and they escape through other people, always needed to be around a bunch of people, always wanted to be in the scenes, always wanted to party. I don't need to do any of that. I love to party. I love to be in the scenes, but not 24/8. Like, if I'm around a group of people too long, I have to go to myself to rejuvenate. I have to be to myself. And a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people around me don't really understand that, especially because I'm a woman, and they'll be quick to say, oh, it's your period. No, it's not my period. It's not my period at all. That's how I am off the period, sober. That's just me. Sometimes if I see you, I can feel your energy, you next to me, cool. But sometimes I don't even want to say hi. Like, I just like to be to myself. And some people probably perceive that as something wrong with me, or I'm in a type of mood, or I'm just mean. But it's like the more you rise in frequency, the more you want to be by yourself, and you enjoy your own company. And I think that I'm in the midst of going places that I've always dreamed of being in. You know, it's not about just the materialistic things, but I feel like I already have all of the material things that I want. You know, the money, the recognition, the talent, the love, it's all within me. And your energy alone is your currency. So your energy is your money. And the more that you transcend your energy and put your energy in high vibrations and high frequencies, then you attract that physically. So then why you think they say the rich get richer? Rich people get free shit all the time. So that program that the poverty has put us in, like the poverty mind state where nothing is free in life, I don't believe that, and I don't walk in that knowing. I feel and I know that everything is free in life. The food, such as fruit and vegetables, things like that, that's stuff that you can grow in nature. So it is free. The food that we genuinely supposed to be eating that make us feel good is free. You feel me? Now the chips and the chicken and all that ain't free, because that's not what the universe gave you. That's not what God gave you. And oh my God, y'all look good. And I just realized that, and that things in life are free. You know, the fruit, the vegetables, getting nature, getting some sun, making you feel good, water. I know you gotta pay for water bottles, but you shouldn't even be drinking water out of water bottles unless it's glass. So things in life are free. And that's why the rich get richer, because they are in this high vibration and frequency where they are able to receive free things consistently. They get gifts. Hell, look at Castanet. If you watch the stream, he even said on stream about some basketball tickets. He wanted to go to this basketball game, and he asked the person, is the tickets free? Because I want it free. Now, of course, he can afford to buy 30 plus tickets, but he know in his mind that he can get that for free, so he gonna ask. Because one thing I did learn that my father said to me that I always take with me now, I'll give him that, is closed mouths don't get fed, baby. And ever since he said that to me in the car, I've kept that in my mind everywhere I go, every year, of every second. Because if you want something, you have to demand it. If you have to tell a person what you want and they'll provide. If you tell a person what you want and they don't provide, that's just not the person for you. Not saying it's for you in general, but that's not the person you should be asking, because things in life are free. Things in life are free, y'all. And when you have that mindset, you begin to attract a lot of free things, such as compliments, love, hugs, gifts, free food. I remember when I had my mom's car, I was driving and I saw this Wendy's worker. He was just walking to work, and I didn't know him from a can of paint. I didn't even know his name. I stopped the car and I picked him up and I said, yo, you want to ride to work? Because Wendy's is right there. Like, Wendy's is down the road from my house. So I was like, I'll take you to work, bro. I wasn't looking for anything in return. I wasn't seeking for him to give me anything. I just wanted to take him to work because I saw him as me. And if I was walking to work, I would want somebody to scoop me. Shit, fuck. It was hot as fuck. He looked like he was sweating. He was tired. So I scooped him up, took him to work, and he was like, bro, I got you on free food. What you want? I'm like, damn, for real, cuz, man. Hey, I want the nothing. You know what? I want that purple. And so, like, just being out here and especially journaling a lot, I realized that a lot of things that you see in your outer reality is really what's in your mindset. So if you change your mindset and you change the way you perceive life and how you maneuver in life, you'll begin to attract a lot of beautiful things, and you'll begin to attract more positivity. And bro, everybody's coming out here. They gotta be my immaculate energy.
Sorry.
It's okay, it's okay. Y'all are so adorable. Have a good day. And so it's like, once you train your mind to perceive life in a beautiful way and you see what life and God have to offer you, then you could be able to maneuver in life in such a different frequency, and you just perceive life to be more vibrant. Like, the colors alone is so vibrant to me. The sun shining is beautiful, and I'm just so grateful for that. And everyone else is out here enjoying the nature and enjoying the walks, and I feel like it's because I'm out here that they out here, bro. I swear to God, nobody was out here till I came out here. Not everybody coming out here, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm glad that they are walking out here, because it's getting me comfortable with recording, no matter who's around me, who's watching me. So I'm grateful for that. See, you just got to change the way you view things, because the old me would have been mad as fuck. Like, bro, everybody walk by me talking and I'm making a video, what the fuck. But now I'm in this frequency of where, like, this is benefiting me in a way. Whatever's going on around me is benefiting me in a way, and life is happening to me. You know, it's happening for me, not to me. So I'm very grateful for everything that's been going on in my life recently and the phase I am in my life. The only thing is, see, this is what I'm saying, it also helps me with practicing staying focused in my energy, because a lot of people walking by and talking, and I'm trying to not get distracted and stay in here in the lane and stay connected to this video, because I know what's going on. And the lady dog was over here walking towards me too. I just want to say, if you are in a phase in your life where you feel like a lot of things are going wrong, or a lot of things have been taken from you, just perceive it in a different way. The things that have been took from you, it's not really taken from you. It's just God is removing that energy to replace it with better and more positive, beautiful energy. Whatever has been taken from you, whether it's clothes, your friends, your family, all of that is being replaced with better people, so that you can surround yourself around people and things that will benefit you and help you elevate and help you feel good, because everything is about how you feel. Everything is about how you feel. When you feel great, it attracts more of that. If you feel like shit, you're only going to attract shitty people. If you consistently view life to be this shitty journey that treats you like shit, that's all you're going to see, and that's all you're going to perceive. But once you change your mindset, like, for example, my I've have distanced myself from my family in these past few months, because I'm just in a space of where I realized that I'm trapped in this loop within trying to hold on to people that are not beneficial to me, because of the fact that they have this title of they are family, or they have this importance to me that this is someone I love. But I realized that I was putting them before my own self and my own needs, and it was causing me to be in this giant loop, and to consistently, ooh, my hand's shaking, and to consistently relive this loop of me trying to hold on and trying to fix a dynamic that I shouldn't be the only one trying to fix. I'm the only one putting in energy trying to fix this connection. I'm the only one putting in this energy to try to make people perceive and see that what's happening within the family dynamic, or what's happening in this connection, is not healthy and is not evolving or helping us in a positive way. And once I just realized that I need to put myself first and focus on my own energy, and really see that I got the eyes to see that everything is about how you feel within. And once you really focus on how you feel within, you'll be able to know who are for you and the environment you in, if the environment is even for you. Like when I first moved out here, I was grateful, and I still am. But it's like I'll be like, damn, I want to be here though. I want to move here. I want to be in this city. Well, what is God trying to show me right now within this environment? I love this environment. I love the trees. I love the nature. It's beautiful. It's so me. But I also have the balance in the midst of the noisiness from the highway that I live next to, which is crazy because I've been wanting to move to this city. I'm not going to say the city, because some things you just got to keep to yourself till it happens. But I've been wanting to move to this city, but people be telling me, well, it's really noisy out there. It's a lot going on out there, or But the thing is, there's balance within anything, everywhere. There's duality within life itself. So this environment is not the city that I want to be in, but it's preparing me for the city that I will be living in, because I have the quietness and the serenity of the nature and the beauty of the trees and how it makes me feel. But I also have the noise from the cars flying by on the highway all day, every day. And it has helped me see, and I perceive this to be, oh, okay, so this is just how the city will be. Because once I'm living in this condo in this city, I'm going to be in a noisy area, because that's where all of the places are. The music events, the museums, that's the art museums, the restaurants, that's where it's all at. But I'm also going to have the trees and the nature and the serenity of life itself surrounding me, so I get the balance that I'm seeking. So this is only preparing me. This environment is only preparing me for where I will be moving to next. So once I perceive it like that, then I'm like, oh, okay, I see what God doing. I see it. I get you, God. Because remember, life is happening for you, not against you. And so as I sit out here, and another thing I've been focusing on is taking one step at a time. I used to be so hard on myself, and I'm still kind of am, because I'll be like, okay, damn, like maybe I'll use today for example, even though I am going to ground after this. But let's say I didn't do my groundwork today. I didn't put my feet in the grass. I didn't go outside today. A part of me would be like, damn, like, you're supposed to be staying consistent. Like, this, what are you doing? But sometimes it's okay to not be consistent in something, as long as you put a step towards something every day. Because everything, you get 24 hours in a day, and you can do a lot with those hours, especially if you have all your time to yourself and God has given you the ability to have your own time, your own freedom. So you just gotta ask yourself, what are you doing with it? Because every hour, every second counts. Okay, like, I didn't go and ground today, but I did stream for like 5-6 hours on Twitch. Okay, that's great. I did something. I didn't ground today, but I did journal. I did wake up, say my affirmations. You feel me? So you always want to shift your mindset to focus on the steps that you have taken to achieve your goals, because you might not have done something that you know you want to stay consistent in, but you have done something else within that same day that is benefiting that same goal, and you just didn't realize it because you were so focused on what you didn't do, and you were being hard on yourself. And it's easy for me to show love and appreciation to other people outside of me, but I'll be so hard on myself, and I'll be talking negative to myself, and it's like, I don't want to do that no more, so I chose not to do that. Bro, everybody's coming out here. What the fuck? And I know that's why my mind is so clear, because I'm more focused on what's going on within me, and I'm more focused on what's going on within my mind and keeping my mind afloat, such as something as simple as getting up, saying my affirmations, and drinking my tea. That can start my rising in a beautiful way. That right there alone balance my throat chakra, helps me heal my mind, get my day started. Something as simple as doing my rising routine, brushing my teeth, washing my face, saying my affirmations, doing my coconut oil pull. That alone is something as simple, but it adds to the process that you already are working on. It adds to the goal that you already are focused on achieving. And now I got all of these distractions coming out of nowhere while I'm trying to do this video, and I think it's hilarious because the old me would really be so pissed right now, but I just think it's funny. I really do just think it's funny that is happening. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm somewhat distracted, but I'm still staying focused on what I'm trying to say in this video. My nose itching, I know that means something too. But I did want to come out here because I look good, I feel good, and I think this is a nice area to catch the view in the nature and the videos. And I'm actually glad that a lot of people are actually coming outside and spending their day as well in nature, because this is what this was created for. This is beautiful. This is whoever created this, they snap. They snap, because this is amazing. Sometimes it's just a simple task in life, and simple things that you do in life can take you a long way. And me, as simple as asking God's spirit, please channel through me so I can share the message that you would like me to share within this video. That alone just shifted a whole timeline just now. And I view life so deeply, and that's why I want everything outside of me to reflect that deepness. Because if I have a conversation with another soul, I want to learn from that conversation. I want to walk away from that conversation and know that I took something from it, some knowledge, some wisdom, some good energy. I don't want to just have a blunt, dull conversation. And that's another thing. I always focus on what I don't want, and the spirit be in my head. Oh, don't tell me what you don't want. We know what the hell you don't want. What do you want? Just tell us what you want. We be so focused on what we don't want, and then we end up attracting it because we so focused on it. If you don't want it, why the fuck are you focusing on it? So I've been focusing on what I do want, and what I do want is just peace within. The way that I'm feeling right now is what I want every day. And it's okay, because everything changes and fluctuates. Changes in life, change happens consistently. Everything don't stay the same. So today I woke up good as hell, feeling great. Tomorrow I might wake up in a different way, but I still could change and change the way I feel and how I see life within that same day, because I have control over that. That's where the free will comes in at. A lot of people there's some people in life that perceive that we don't have free will, And it's some that know that we have free will. But what does free will contains? Where do my free will lie? Oh man, hold on. Oh shit. Hold on, I gotta fix this, y'all. So a lot of people believe that we don't have free will. Some believe we do. And free will lies in your choices. So you do have free will, because there are infinite timelines that you are shifting into every single day of every second. Your free will lies in the choices that you make. And the choices that you make chooses the timeline and the reality that you put yourself in. So when it comes to the way you perceive life, you have free will, because a person can come up and say some shit to you. It could be a random stranger or someone you know. They could say some shit and it pisses you off, right? You have the free will in that moment to, one, react or not react, and two, to not give a fuck or to give a fuck. Now, the consequences of those choices, if you don't react, that person don't get your energy, and it's their fault. It's jokes on them. Two, if you do react, that person gets your energy, and now they probably get to portray you as being the person that they've been telling everybody else you are. For example, growing up, people in my family always said that I was disrespectful and a bad kid and shit like that. And that was with all of me and my siblings. You know, that was our title. You know, we were disrespectful and we were bad. And for a long time, you know, I didn't have the consciousness and awareness of things that were going on outside of me was purposely happening so that they could prove their point. You know, they was doing this shit so they could prove their point. They would say some bullshit, do some bullshit to piss me off, and then I react, and then look, they just proved their point. Now I'm in an energy where, like, you can't even have access to me to say some bullshit. You don't get to walk up to me and say bullshit because I'm not allowing it. For example, I remember I went to an acquaintance's house to help them put up a show, and there was this man in their garage, I guess one of their family members and his girlfriend. And I pull up in the garage just to say hey, because I'm not going to pull up to somebody's crib. It wasn't his crib, but he still was there. I'm not going to pull up to somebody's crib and not say anything, you know? My freaking nose itching. So, I don't even know what made him throw that type of energy at me, but he started being mad, rude, and disrespectful. And I'm just looking at him like I couldn't even fathom what was happening, one, and I couldn't react because I didn't do anything to cause you to be an asshole towards me. You don't even know my name. You don't know me. You just met me. So for you to be a shitty-ass person to me and disrespectful to me, I automatically thought, like, what the fuck is going on with him? Is he okay? The only thing I said to him, I looked at him and I said, I laughed and I smiled and I looked at him. I said, do you know who I am? And I didn't mean it as, do you know my name? Do you know that I'm with them? Do you know? I didn't mean it like that. I meant spiritually. Do you know who you talking to? Do you know who's walking with me? Do you know who you fucking with? I'm not gonna do shit to you, but I'm so powerful that I could just look at you and I'll fuck your whole life up. Don't play with me. Do you know who you talking to? And that's all I said. I walked away after I said that. I didn't say all that to him. All I said, do you know who I am? And then I walked away as I was smiling. And I could hear his girlfriend telling him, like, oh, she came with us. She was just in the car with us. Woo-de-woo-de-woo. I went and I started helping the mother with the lights and stuff. And then I came back over there to the garage. Because, I think he snapped at me because he had his dog in the garage. And his dog was barking, and I was petting it and playing with it, and it was barking and stuff. And I guess he got pissed because I was making it bark. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it was already barking at me before I came over there. And I'm, you also got to say what's up to the animal so they can know your energy and know that you're not on some bullshit, especially a pit bull. And so when I came back over there, he apologized. He was like, I'm sorry, I ain't mean to talk to you like that. Woo-de-woo-de-woo. I already know that was spirit, Everything's spiritual before it's physical, and I knew that his soul knew who the fuck I was. Because one thing for sure, a motherfucker know who you are. Everything is spiritual before it's physical. Everybody that walk past as a soul, they know who you are. They know who you are. That's why they do that shit to trigger you, so they can get your energy. They know who you are. So when I didn't react, he had no choice but to apologize, because now spirit don't got on your ass and your mind. So he apologized, and I was like, it's okay. Like, I get it. It's been a long day. Him and his girl having problems. I guess he had got his hair cut by the neighbor. His girl was pissed about that. So I get it. You got a lot going on. As a man, you just want to smoke your weed, chill, and right now you got your girl in your ear because you went and got a haircut by another female. That ain't my business, but I get it. Your day kind of right now. That's another thing. Doing the job that I used to do, doing customer service jobs, I realized that a lot of people react to the things outside of them based on how they feel within. A lot of people that I met that were assholes, and I would greet them in a respectful way, and I would say hey with a smile on my face with good energy, and they would return some negative energy. I knew it was because their life wasn't going how they wanted to go, or they was just pissed at the world, pissed at themselves. And you can also see it physically. I don't know about y'all, but I know about me, and I can physically see when a person is going to be an asshole, or when a person has dark energy or spirits attached to them. And that makes me don't even want to look at them and come towards them, because I already peeped that you are an asshole and that you're not having a good day or a good life in general. So I'm not finna put my auric field next to yours, and I'm definitely not finna connect with you. So I'm gonna just go about my day. It's like once you get to a type of frequency that you on, you realize that you can see before you even interact with people what type of timing they on and what type of energy they walk in. And it's all because your ability starts to grow, especially when God put you in solitude and isolation a lot. You have no choice but to develop your abilities and to practice them, because it happens naturally. Especially women, you got a strong intuition, and with that intuition you can notice things from miles away. You can notice it. Okay, some people don't got all the abilities, some people got some. I feel like I got all, especially the new one that's coming in is smelling. I'm starting to receive smells that don't even be around me, and I'm like, what the fuck, where'd that come from? But I have the eyes to see. Sometimes I get visions. When I look at people, I can already see. I'll get a vision of like them in the dark or some shit, so I know that they was some bullshit, or that they in a traumatic time in their life. Now I have the free will of whether I want to interact with that spirit or not. If a person come next to me and they say hi, I'll say hi back. I had the free will. If I don't want to say hi, I have the free will. If I don't want to receive your energy, I have the free will to not receive it. And that's where I say that we all have free will, because it's so simple. People think free will is like when it comes to working and paying bills, you also have the free will with that. But we ain't gonna get into that yet because that's something that I still want to gain more knowledge on. But when it comes to things as simple as the decisions you make and who you interact with and who you bring into your circle, into your auric field, you have the free will. And you have to be careful with that because it's not about just who you date, who you sleep with. It's also about who you interact with on a daily basis, who you surround yourself around. Whoever you put yourself around, you're going to either change them or they're going to change you. So that's why you have to choose wisely who you want to be around. That's why a lot of people who are in high frequencies and high vibrations, they don't even have a lot of friends, or they are not around a lot of people, because they know and they feel that when they are around a lot of people, one, it's always some bullshit happening. Two, it's always, like I said, they either gonna change you or you change them. So if that's why they say you are who you hang around with, that's true. You also are what you eat, that's true. When you eat a lot of bullshit, you feel like shit. When you eat good food, that's free, by the way, vegetables and then fruit. When you get the seeds, you can grow them, that's free. When you eat that stuff, you feel light, you feel good. At least for me, when I eat salads, fruit, vegetables all the time, when I make me and a smoothie or something, I feel good within. There go that sun coming in. Ooh, I look good as fuck. Thank you. It's the same way as who you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself around people who always bitching, always negative, always complaining, always drinking, smoking all day, every day, what you think you gonna be doing or feeling? You gonna be feeling the same way. You gonna be feeling mad all the time for no fucking reason. You're gonna be complaining about shit for no reason, because your thoughts are already not yours. So you always picking up other people's thoughts as you go by and shit like that. And I know right now the reason why my mind is so clear and I feel good is because before I left the house, I built a shield around me. So while everybody was coming up here trying to distract me and trying to throw whatever energy they was trying to throw at me, everybody was in good energy, but sometimes the devil will bring people out here to distract you from what you're trying to do. But I got a shield up right now, so that ain't gonna happen. And also the nature and the trees, they protect me as well, so I ain't going for that. But your thoughts are already not yours. So when you're around people who complain a lot, who bitch a lot, who see life as like this demonic thing, you start to perceive it the same way. You start to pick up on that energy because that's who you're around 24/7. When you're around people who are rich and abundant, I've been around people who can put their card on the table and say, just buy whatever you want, I'm good. I've seen people, like rich people, let's say something bad will happen in their life or during the day, or maybe something won't go as planned as they thought it would or they expected it to go. They still will find a positive within that negative or that change that just happened. They didn't expect that to happen, but okay, some bullshit happened, but I know that it happened for a reason. Now why did it happen? And there'll be some positive things that changes their mindset, so they are able to view life in still a positive way. So every day changes are happening, but if something negative happened within that day, they are able to shift their mind to perceive the positive within that. And I saw that happen so many times around me with people who are rich that I'm like, I can see why they are rich. I can see why they are attracting money and love and just free gifts like it's nothing. And it's because they can see the positive within anything that's happening around them. And I thought that was so cool to like be able to see with my own eyes and to experience. I've been around a lot of rich people, and even the way they wake up. When they wake up, they start their day like fast. And I don't mean like they're moving fast. I mean like, okay, they'll get up, do their routine, say their affirmations, speak positivity over their life and their day, and then they will play some upbeat music. That's what I mean by fast. They'll play some upbeat music. They're not playing no sad, slow songs, no heartbreak songs. That's all good and shit. but they'll play some upbeat music, and it be loud to the point where you have no choice but to wake up and be in a flow state and to move fast and get your, get your head in the game, maybe go work out. Some people go work out in the rosin and stuff like that, and it gets their body flowing because it's preparing their body and their nervous system and their mind for a good day, for an abundant day, because of how they already started their rosin. And that's why I say, like, these past few days I've been focusing on starting my rosin in a beautiful way by going outside, grounding, getting me a cup of tea or coffee, and listening to meditation music or listening to my 10-minute affirmations, because some affirmation videos on YouTube are only 10 minutes. You can get something that's 24 minutes, 10 minutes, and you might think that 10 minutes is nothing or that's not changing anything, but those simple 10 minutes of you saying your affirmations when you wake up, those simple 10-20 minutes of you making you a cup of tea or coffee, those simple 10-20 minutes of you going to the gym for like an hour or so, you already have set your day up to where you can perceive life to be vibrant and beautiful because you feeling good within. It's all about how you feeling. That's all you got to focus on, the way you feel. Every day throughout the day, just focus on the way you feel, because that dictates everything outside of you. And the sun is hitting me because the sun loves me and it's giving me good energy and I look good. And this golden hour, it made me want to take a picture. Hold on, I'm gonna take a picture. I look good. That golden hour. Shit. Yes. That's another thing. I gotta take more pictures, y'all. Start calculating your life more. Let me see. Ooh. 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 And see, it look good as fuck on this camera. That's crazy because this is a SR. Like, how the fuck? Yes, get them angles. Yes. Ooh, that sun hitting. Get that new tattoo, son. Yes, okay. Yes. I'm so grateful for that. The sun is. I needed that light. I needed that light. And it's just shining even more because I'm appreciating it. That's another thing. When you start to feel good and look good all of a sudden, you can't stop staring at yourself. At least me, I'll be stuck in the mirror for goddamn hours. It don't make no damn sense. But I'm starting to have fun making these videos, and even though I probably don't have like the topics of what I want to do right away, I really am just focusing on being in a flow state right now with these videos. And as I continue to create them and grow, then they will start to be more strategized and more organized. But right now, I'm just calculating my life and how I feel during my moment in this phase of my life. And I want y'all to see the journey, and I want y'all to know that y'all are not alone. We all want the same thing, which is freedom. Freedom just looks different to everybody else. Everybody has their own perception of what freedom is, but we all just want to be free. We all truly desire the same thing. And the reason why a lot of people are angry and doing bullshit is because they don't feel free. So just try to spread love, share love to others, but most importantly yourself, so that way you within feel good and everything outside of you starts to reflect how you feel within, because you can only attract what you truly desire when you start to feel within that you truly have it and that you are deserving of it. So love yourself more. The love that you give others, make sure you give that love to yourself. The patience that you give others, make sure you give that to yourself as well. And most importantly, try to calculate your life, whether you are journaling, making vlogs, making videos. Even if you don't want to share it with others, start calculating your life, taking pictures, because that's something that you can look back on to keep yourself in track and to keep your mind organized and focus on where you are at in life and how far you have come. And if you want to share it, you can also share your life journey with everybody else, and you'll be able to help somebody else. And most importantly, you just helping yourself, because everybody outside of you is you. So just be more patient and loving with yourself. And don't forget to create and evolve. Everything you create, that's what we're here to do. We're here to create, evolve, and teach other people and learn. So just be more appreciative of where you are in life and what you have, so that you can attract more of that. And this is the Galaxy Run podcast, created by Galaxia. And I just want to say I love you all. Thank y'all for being on my journey. And see you next time. Fry!